All right, what up, gamers? It is finally here. eSports Michigan's High School League Series has begun. Week 1 is in the books. We've got Andrew and Ethan here. We're going to talk about what took place in Week 1. We're also going to give you a little preview because action begins Thursday for Week 2, and we've already got some key matchups that we'll be exploring. So lots going on for eSports Michigan right now. First off, what's up, guys?
Oh, hey.
Much.
All right, so I know, just coming in and getting a chance to see some things, you've already there's been some cool things that have already happened here as play is just beginning.
Yeah. So Week 1 got underway right away on Thursday. Matchups were super hype all throughout the week. We had a lot of good games coming through. The Week 1 game between Troy Athens and who was their competitor that week? It was Troy Athens and Smite, which is the team from crap.
That's all right.
Yeah, I don't remember which team. Yeah, Smite from St. Joseph High School. That's the one.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
So Troy Athens versus St. Joseph High School. That game was so back and forth throughout the whole game. Troy Athens ends up clinching it 48 minutes into the game.
Whoa.
And it was just super
How did they do it?
Yeah, so it was domination in the early parts by Troy Athens, but it looked like some missed calls, some just opportunities that they missed, where they could have just closed the game at 28 minutes, 32 minutes. They had a lot of good opportunities to close it out, but St. Joseph held strong. Their AD carry, Benjamin Poole, Mr. URL, he put that team on his back. It was he had an incredible showing in Week 1 on Jinx. Great plays from him. He went 10-2-9 on this champion. It was a great game from him. But yeah.
So that's right out of the gate. Right out of the gate, you've got like an epic battle.
Yeah, it was incredible. Week 1's underway. We got 16 teams that are undefeated. It's the first week, one game this week. The Maples, Shamrocks, Blackhawks, Ninjas in Group A all went undefeated. The Galaxy Demons, Revival, Adrian Public School eSports, and Troy Colts undefeated in Group B. The Crimson Drakes, Avocado Warriors, Chippewa Valley Big Reds, and Clarkston High Wolves in Group C all went undefeated. And then Loyalty, De La Salle Pilots, E-Rats from Huron High School, and Granville Bulldogs are our 16 first-place teams tied going into Week 2.
All right, and if that thing was going to shake out, then those are the schools we'd be inviting to the big dance coming up in May. So obviously some exciting stuff. Any other highlights that stand out to you from what's taken place already?
Yeah, so week 1 we've seen the league start to shake up already. We got a couple one-sided matches, which we expected. There's going to be the bottom tier teams. There's going to be the top tier teams. One of the standout players was he played Cled champion. He went
12-1.
Yeah, 12-1 on the champion. I'm trying to pull up his score line and the team he played on. But yeah, here it is. Buchanan High School Avocado Warriors.
Right.
Ethan Twos XX Chicken Bob XX is the summoner name. And he went 12-1-12 on Cled and absolutely dominated his matchup. And it's games like that that we saw. Probably like 70% of the games this week were between maybe a bottom of the roster team and the top of the roster team, but we won't know. This is Week 1. We can guess what we want, but at the end of the day, we're really gonna have to.
It's gonna be a little while before we separate the pretenders and the contenders, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So
all right.
Week two should really start to solidify. If we have any teams coming out of Week 2 undefeated, these are the teams to watch going into the rest of the tournament. And next week we'll really be able to hit you guys with. These are our teams to watch.
All right, so we want you guys to, obviously those who are involved in the league, we want you to, check everything out and be involved. But we want those who just want to are fans of games, we want you to be involved in this league and check it out. And there's ways that you can do that. First off, week 2, we're recording this on Wednesday. We'll be getting it out either tonight or tomorrow. But Thursday is the start of week 2. So Ethan, what are some matchups coming up and between some teams that we want to definitely keep an eye on, as well as when are they playing?
Right. So the first explosive match for Week 2 looks to be at 6 p.m. on Thursday between the Bloomfield Hills Blackhawks and the Catholic Central Shamrocks.
Okay, and that's Detroit Catholic Central.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, that's a 6 o'clock start.
Mm-hmm. And then another game, 6 o'clock on Sunday between the Galaxy Demons and Adrian Public Schools eSports. Okay. And also at 8 p.m. on the same day, on that Sunday the 25th, Troy Colts versus Revival. Looks to be...
Troy are defending champions.
Yeah, and all of these schools that we've mentioned, the matchups, are all coming into week 2 undefeated.
Right.
That's why we're showcasing these matchups. That means no matter what, out of that game, somebody's coming out undefeated.
That's right. Somebody is going to continue to. Yes, exactly. The cream will rise to the top. And if you are a fan and you want to check out these matches, there is a way to watch it on Twitch. How would they do that?
So we're going to have 4 streams. Twitch.tv/eSports Michigan 1, 2, 3, and 4. You just throw in that number at the end, and it'll take you to your streams. We're going to be doing 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock games are going to be on Twitch.tv/eSports Michigan 1 and eSports Michigan 3. And then we're going to have our 6:30 and 7:30 games are going to be showcased eSports Michigan 2 and eSports Michigan 4.
And when you pull those up, you're going to see a link that says...
it's going to be 2018 High School eSports High School League Series, and then it's going to showcase who's playing. So we'll take Thursday's matchup between Crimson Drakes and the Clarkson High Wolves. That's going to say 2018 High School League Series, Crimson Drakes versus Clarkson High Wolves, Group C, Week 2.
There you go. Couldn't be as simple as that in terms of exactly where you need to go to watch the game that you want to watch. And then what we plan on doing is again, this is evolving. It's our first season of esports competition as far as a series go. We are going to then take those streams and we will convert them, put them onto the website after the fact. So hopefully we can get those up for those who want to check out some of those games if you don't want to go. Are they archived on Twitch?
Yeah, I'll be setting up all of the channels. Okay. As soon as our stream concludes, basically a VOD, a video on demand, is going to be posted right onto the page. You click the tab at the top that says videos, and you can watch any of our past streams. For I believe it's the last 2 months is what it records and saves up to. So by the end of this whole 8-week period, you'll be able to go back and watch Week 1 games, Week 2 games, whenever you want to watch them. They're all there.
So now you guys are players yourselves, and you guys are also reffing in some of the situations. Are you guys seeing some pretty high-level competition? I mean, stuff that you would be like, whoa, these guys are good.
There's actually a few players that took me by surprise. Because in some of our researching these players and who's going to be competing, we found just a handful of diamond-level players.
And explain what that is for those who don't know what a diamond-level player is.
Sure. So in the League of Legends ranked system, the ranks are bronze at the bottom, and it goes up silver, gold, platinum, diamond.
Okay.
So diamond is one of the higher or highest ranks that you can get.
We're talking like top 3% in all of North America are diamond players.
Which is what you guys are.
No, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
No, sir.
Oh, come on. You got to have more faith in yourself.
Not I. But yeah, there's only a handful. I want to say there's 4, maybe 5.
Wow.
In the entire competition.
In our competition, there's 4 or 5. Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Very.
These guys are dedicated.
Yes, sir. But there's also a few other players that are not diamond that are taking me by surprise with how well they're performing.
Right. Cool. All right. Well, we got a lot to be excited about, and as this podcast evolves, we will once we start assembling all this video, we'll be able to put in gameplay so you can see what these guys are talking about. I'm going to task them with really moving forward, thinking about some specific moments once we have the video, so we can show those, and you can we can do some strategizing here on maybe they were in a pickle and they did this move, and that's what it was able to bring them out, or just show some just absolute domination gameplay and just show somebody who's just bringing it and destroying everything in its path. Those are fun to check out too.
Yeah, for sure.
So we got a lot. We got a lot to do. Remember, esportsmichigan.com is the website. The league is going, and so far this a couple hiccups, but for the most part, big success. We appreciate all the teams taking a part of it, and we'll give you guys another update next week to see how week 2 went. And then, like I said, start incorporating video, and we could talk, some of the all-stars and all of that stuff. So it's gonna continue. It's gonna be great. So for Andrew and Ethan, I'm Lorne. We'll see you next time on the Esports Michigan podcast.